Hello, this is episode 24 of the Toy Box Podcast. This will be our year in review episode, and I will go ahead and pre-apologize because I'm not recording well this evening. Anyway, I'm mazintotoro, and this evening I'm joined by...
I'm Timotheus Prime, and I like nachos.
Hey everybody, this is Bran, and remember, it's 2016, the year that will live.
This is Necro Oblivion, wishing you all a season of spiked eggnog.
I'm Counterpunch, and the shitter's full.
Well, get a plunger, gosh darn it! That's disgusting.
No, I gotta dump it down the. Down the sewer in front of my neighbor's house.
Hey, I'm Soundwave, and we are the jolliest bunch of assholes this side of the nut house.
Woohoo! Yay! I'm Jelly. Hey.
Well, I would like to start the conversation on a more sour note. What was the most disliked, hated toy of 2016?
I honestly don't know. It's been a really good year for toys for me, and regardless of what everyone says about Scourge, if Scourge is the low end of this year, we had a great freaking year. Yep. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, I have to agree. We've been pretty blessed with some nice toys this year, so it'd be hard to pick the most hated for me. What do you guys think?
I'm all about Scourge. Scourge sucks. It's terrible.
Scourge sucks.
Scourge sucks. You look so good.
Why? Why?
All the toy cards. A crappy transformation. He's wonky. His arms do nothing. His little leg panels are weird in vehicle mode. It's just.
I think you've got a defective one, man. Because mine's not like that.
Yeah.
Well, if you guys want, at Walmart's now, they have hundreds of the Wave 2 Scourges. So you can get a Scourge. Oh, wait. Here just Wave 1. Sorry. And you can get one for $9.99, and it's probably got all the QC issues fixed, except maybe the bobblehead, which doesn't bug me. It bugs everybody else. I just have fun shaking them with my own bobblehead.
It's not so much a QC issue for me. It's just a badly designed toy. It's just not well done.
Yeah, I paid $9.88 for Scourge, and I got fucking ripped off. I need to just tear him apart and use him as therapy tools for Whirl.
I would say with the Scourge mold, the floppy wrist kind of bugs me. And of course,
Peter, you're a genius.
Am I?
Scattershot, goodbye more Scattershot. Yeah, that's garbage. I'm with you, right there.
Yeah, I didn't like Scattershot, but only because he got my hopes up for there being a Computron that would be issued like all the Superior and all the other ones, deluxe by deluxe. But then it just ended with Scattershot, and that was it. And when he took when you saw the combiner head that he had inside that was supposed to be Computron, and it just looked like Superior, it was just really disappointing, and I didn't like him at all. But unfortunately, I do have one. I ended up, I think the only way I could get Onslaught was from the 2-pack deal from Big Bad Toy Store, so I do have one, but he's still in the box Counterpunch style because I just don't even want to mess with him.
Well, I have the Computron gift set, and I haven't opened it yet, if that tells you anything.
Yeah, I mean, even though I think they ended Combiner Wars on a low note with that Scattershot, they definitely came back because I do have the Takara Computron gift set, and it's beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, I would have to say my most hated of the year would probably be Scattershot. It would, and it's like also a close tie for Titan's Return Galvatron. I just don't know. He just looks so silly with the headmaster, a good, 1/16 of an inch behind the face mask, and it looks weird, and no head articulation, not very much at all, at least, so not my favorite.
Yeah, I thought the flip-up face mask on him did not work at all. It looked terrible, while the rest of the Voyagers had actual heads that worked, unlike him.
It did.
There were so many people that are on Facebook making the head for that figure itself.
Yeah. I would be interested, I guess, in upgrading him with a third-party something or other to make him look better, but I guess I shouldn't have to do that with these regular little $15 Transformers. So I'd have to say he's probably my most hated of the year. We'll give Scattershot a break.
What they should have done is like the mold of the crest of the crown is in the Titan Master on Galvatron. If they would have painted that purple, it would have been more passable.
Right.
Then like the helmet would be like or mask would be like an extra.
Yeah, they could have done something different. That's for sure. Yeah, they pulled it off with the rest of the leader class. I thought it was really cool the way they did Power Master Prime, the way they did Blaster. Those look good. Galvatron doesn't.
All right. So we should vote. It's between Galvatron, Scattershot, and Scourge. Which is the theme
What about
2016?
What about Counterpunch? I don't think he has said
sorry.
anything yet.
Sorry, CP.
Yeah, the only thing that I'm not really the biggest fan of is Victorion. I didn't even buy it. I bought everything else from Combiner Wars. Even Sky Rain.
Yeah, I stayed away from it too. I thought the colors were pretty ugly.
Yeah,
I didn't really even bother looking at it.
I got a single of Pyra Magma and a little chest piece groove repaint and just to have. And once I got her in hand, the colors aren't that bad. I don't know how I would feel with all 5 members with that color scheme combined, but as a standalone fire truck, she's not bad.
To be fair, we voted on that color.
I did not.
Neither did I.
I thought that was ugly as
I
shit.
voted on the blue, white, and black.
It must have been the millennial vote.
It was the orange,
That color
white,
scheme is your president, whether you voted for it or not.
Not my color scheme.
Well, guys, the good thing about Victorion is that's one of the only combiners that has a uniform color scheme throughout all the members. It's also the combiner that had the individual weapons combining a la, let's say, figures to become a bigger weapon for the combiner. And it was the also first official version that had new feet and hands. So those are big pluses for that.
I think it's a sign that maybe we really don't want a unified color scheme in a combiner, or it's just a terrible, terrible color scheme.
It's terrible because I have Computron and it looks good, but of course it's not really brightly colored.
Okay, so overall we have 2 votes against Scourge.
Mm-hmm. 2 votes against Scattershot.
But is that really fair to blame Scattershot that they didn't release his members?
Well, we did have Superior's head stepped up on the house.
All right, then. Do you want to say Computron then?
Well, I actually kind of
Just Scourge is a bad piece of engineering. Scattershot's a lazy piece of engineering.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree. And I'd say Galvatron is a bad piece of engineering. So I will say my vote goes to Galvatron.
So Scourge is the winner.
Yay!
Or really, all of us with Scourge have lost. There are no winners here.
Everybody in this room has a Scourge.
Yeah, we're all losers.
Not only do I have Scourge, I have a small repaint. I'm a double loser.
I bought 3 so I could have my sweeps, okay?
Oh, you're the biggest loser.
When I get Ely.
Well, if you have the
$15 a month.
Takar Legends version, at least it looks nice. The colors on it are really cool. The Tides Return one suffers from that dark blue all over the place, but Legends has a couple shades of blue.
I tell you what, if there's going to be a toy that wins no paint of the year, it's got to be Titans Return Blur. Blue is blue.
Yeah.
It looks really good.
Yeah. It is the Hasbro way.
Is the one thing, the only thing that can stand in my way.
So Scourge loses.
He's a loser.
Somebody do a Photoshop of a sad Scourge.
Jeez.
Sad
Scourge shooting himself, so.
There you go.
Well, on a brighter note, what are your 3 favorite toys from 2016? Alright, my top 3 is kind of blasphemous. I have no Transformers. My top one's definitely the 3-0 Get a Robo. This is a toy I've been looking at for a long time. I really couldn't justify the $330 purchase price, but then Amazon had it for $200 off one Sunday afternoon, so I pulled the trigger. This is kind of a first for a high-end toy for me. He is just this big, amazing toy. Some wonderful paint apps. The LEDs are very nice. He's got these nice little flip-out handles within his axe to plug into his hands. It's very unobtrusive, so when they're just straight, you can't tell there's really a hinge there, and otherwise it just sits in his hand perfectly. And he looks like he can murder everything in my toy room all by himself. Second choice, I would go with Diabattles V2. I think this is a nice re-entry into the Diaclone line. This toy splits into several smaller vehicles that can combine in many, many different ways. And you're almost encouraged to buy more and see what other combinations you can make. And this scratches a very nice toy play itch. And then my third choice, I think, would be the Star Wars Black K2 SO. This was a nice thing to kind of renew my faith in Star Wars Black. They've been kind of lacking lately, but I mean, this guy towers over every other figure. He's got some very simple but very effective paint apps. He's wonderfully articulated, and these spindly little legs he can actually pose and hold in place very well and does not topple over as well as, or avoids toppling over better than many other figures.
Is that tall robot?
Yes. He
And
was
he's
Sheldon
awesome.
in the movie.
Yeah, I haven't seen the movie yet. Who
Yeah,
played
but he
him?
acted like Sheldon.
It wasn't Sheldon, it was Alan Tudyk, which a lot of people probably know him as Wash from Firefly.
That was his voice, yeah. Yeah, he's what C-3PO should have always been.
A smartass.
No, just not annoying.
Any moment.
Yeah. I'm actually debating. I'm probably going to go pick up that Star Wars Black figure of him because I enjoyed his character so much.
I agree.
I'm like, I don't collect
He
Star
was
Wars.
probably one of the best things about that movie.
Yeah, he was really great. So
Mine, I guess I'll go next. Mine's got to be, M01B, oversized Evasion Wajon Optimus Prime. Gorgeous, well-built piece of machinery. There's nothing loose on this guy. Super solid, just imposing, beautiful. And if I wasn't such a collector, I would have thrown his face in the trash and just keep the faceplate on. My second, so I won't take a long time, is Gavalt. Gavalt is a beautiful piece of engineering. Transformation modes are fantastic, tight joints. He will poke you.
oh yeah,
Yeah, he will poke you. But it's it's kind of a masochist thing. It's like, oh, Joe, I'm supposed to you. Oh, you hurt me. Oh, but I love it. And no, he's fantastic. I don't have any QC issues. I think DX9 put themselves on the huge mat with Gavalt. And I'm definitely going to get Hanzo. I'm definitely going to get every six shot coming out. Now, my third one is an interesting toss-up. And it's not fair because the figure's not out yet. Well, okay, it's not on America. Is Titans Return six shot? I've seen so many pictures and video reviews of that figure. I think Hasbro knocked him out of the park completely. I mean, he does, and the best part is his Titan Master and helmet can fold into its alt modes, so you don't have to remove it if you don't want to, which I thought was really cool. Not to mention, you could make his Titan Master part of the brain of the wolf, which is an interesting way of filling in that gap.
they share that with the little
It's Master the brain of the wolf. Brilliant! And then you can attach to Fort Max and City mode if you wanted to. And he's pretty darn posable with with ankle tilts and everything. The only thing he's missing is wrist swivels and a waist joint. Other than that, he's a pretty posable and posy figure. Now, my tie with him has to be Titans Return Fortress Maximus. Yes, I know, Fortress Metroplex, but I'm a sucker for the big guys. And since this is my three favorites, Yeah, and I plan to get the diamond set and the rifle for him eventually. But yeah, those are my picks for 2016.
Well, I guess I'll go next. I'm going to go third place to first place to leave a little suspense out there. My third place, I mean, they're all third party. I mean, Hasbro's put out some great stuff this year. I'm in love with Titans, but, you know, you can't be third party sometimes. My third pick is Carnifex from Mastermind's creation, their version of Overlord. Me and Soundwave did a little 2-part review on a previous podcast. If you want to go and find that, which podcast was that one on? Anybody remember?
That was the last one.
Yeah, I think it was the last one we did a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
You mean over a month ago?
So go find that one if you want to get a real in-depth look. But I mean, he's big, he's gorgeous. The company's process from what they were when they first started out till now. Like I have their Hearts of Steel Shockwave Cyclops, big steampunk ship. I wish that was the quality and the plastic style that Carnifex is. It's just great.
To be fair, that's one of Mastermind Creations' like first year designs.
Yeah, and I understand that. You know, they're just starting out. You know, to produce something like Carnifex from nothing, like you are nothing, and you produce that would be way more daunting than producing something like, you know, their Hearts of Steel line, the Night Morpher or the Cyclops. I get that, but if they reissued him like this, in a second, I would have 2 of those ships.
I have one question for you.
Yes.
Did you lick it?
I didn't.
You need to lick it.
I don't want to lick it.
But you want to. Lick that Chinese plastic. Come on, you want to do it.
My number 2 pick is the same as Tim's, Gewalt, Blitzwing.
Oh.
I think I was the first one in the group to get him, and yeah, he is sharp AF, but he is ridiculously good. I have a lot of DX9 stuff, Sugar, and I think Carrie, and he's like, Gewalt is cheaper than the others, but like twice the size. It doesn't make any sense. I don't know why, but fantastic figure. My number 1 pick is also Wei Zhang's Evasion Mode Oversized Optimus Prime that transforms into a G1 cap, but looks like his robot form from the movies. I was also the first one to get that one. The reason he's my number 1 pick is not only is he really just ridiculously fantastic, he's tight, he's heavy, he's complicated. They added extra engineering in several places to really make it look good. For me, it was, I knew nothing about this thing. I saw it on eBay, and I was like, I looked at a couple of pictures, I was like, all right, you know, that doesn't look terrible. The price was good. It was like $90. You know, took a shot on it, got it, and opening that thing up blew my mind. I pulled out my official Hasbro, NP10 Optimus, put them side by side, and the Hasbro Optimus felt like the knockoff.
I know. It felt like a cheap toy.
Yeah, like all of my masterpieces feel like crap and like tiny knockoffs compared to this thing. And it's just, for me, it was the shock and the surprise of just how good it was and not knowing that. That's why he's not numero uno pick for 2016.
Nice.
And I'm done. So somebody else can go.
Okay. I will go ahead next. My first choice, which has already been mentioned, would be the X9's Gewalt. He does so good in the 2 alt modes. I mean, it's almost near perfect. And in bot mode, the weird thing is that bot mode is the lesser of the 3, but still really awesome. And of course, they had to make some design changes just to fit everything in. But he's very well built. He's very indicative of cartoon Blitzwing. And there's really not much bad to say about this guy. And yeah, as I mentioned earlier, it's a great price for such a large figure. So that's number 1. Number 2 would have to go to Masterpiece Inferno. Relatively new figure, but one of the new molds out this year. He's also very well built. He follows through with the kind of design change for this series where they're going even more cartoon accurate. They're losing some of the detailing that you got from some of the earlier figures. man, this guy just hops right out the damn cartoon. And he's packed with a ton of accessories, including a changeable chest piece, so that way, you can either have him with a little bit more real world accuracy with the chrome grill, or that flat gray paneling, and he looks like the cartoon. So it's the choice of the user on what they want to do with it, and that just makes all the difference. He's a damn good figure. I thought I found something wrong with him at first. It was just me not tabbing in his shoulders correctly, and I really can't say anything bad about him anymore. This is a hell of a figure. The third choice, which he got mentioned earlier, but it was kind of in passing, but I will give some love to the new line. Not necessarily Titan's Return, even though he shows up there, but my third choice would be Takara Legends Blur. We talked about the color scheme earlier. Takara does a damn good job of adding paint and making it look right, but this is really the Blur I think we should have got a few years back instead of the Generations one. That one was a little too hefty. This guy is lit. He's functional. He looks great in both modes. And one of the other things, too, is he's one of the only newer figures in the line, let's say Titans Return / Legends, where there's actually a wrist swivel. Most of the other Titans Return figures do not have a wrist swivel, which is really damn annoying. This little, it either goes in or out. This, he can turn it around, which sounds like a small thing, but it makes a lot of difference in playability. But if you've got Titans Return Blur, I'm sorry, that's not a Blur. He needs to go out to a Home Depot, hit the paint department, and get a couple of different shades of blue on them. Takara Legends does that for you already, and so those are the three top figures for me this year.
Nice choices.
Yeah, anybody out there listening who doesn't have Gewalt needs to go and buy it.
Okay, Bran, Mikey, I love you guys. It's Gewalt. It's German for violence.
Whatever. Yeah,
I'm part Mexican, not part German.
We don't speak Jerry in America.
Actung Bono.
All right, so I guess it's my turn, and I don't know. I'm trying to rep more Hasbro this year, but
Nothing wrong with that.
nope,
Don't you do it.
nope. So I'm gonna do it branded. I'm gonna do 3-1. So third is Titans Return Leader Blaster, and I know there's been some criticisms about his build, but I don't know. I'm a Blaster enthusiast. It looks a lot like the Marvel cartoon comic book, and he's just a fan favorite of mine. I love his transformation into the tape deck. It looks great. Second is Titans Return Voyager Astro Train. This was actually probably one that I was the most excited for towards the end of the year, and it took a long time to find it, but I finally got it, and it's I haven't opened it. I'm sorry, but I just love its color scheme. I love the way that it looks. I hate the Sentinel Prime mode, but putting it side by side, I know that it was meant to be Astro Trains.
Just be grateful he's not a racist orange.
But yeah, not a lot of good Astro Train molds out there. There's a couple of third party that are all right, but the classics is kind of lame. So it's nice to have that there. Have somebody that actually sits beside a Blitzwing and it doesn't look off. They're roughly about the same size. And then for number one is Empty Shockwave. And I know this kind of came out at the beginning of 2016, but and I get to have this figure. But it's actually, I think once I get it, I'm gonna open it. I'm really excited to see what it looks like in gun mode, and I actually might display it.
Nice.
Shot.
So yeah, those are my top 3 favorites.
ACP. I'm holding the right now.
Okay. So my top 3 is hard to choose, but I'll have to include some third-party figures, and maybe a mention to show Hasbro some love. So I'd like to start with my third place, which would be MMC's reformatted Artifacts. Like Bran said, he's awesome. I can't say enough about him. He looks great. The transformations are pretty cool, well made, high quality plastic. Just a really solid, tight, good looking figure. And then the number 2 Transformer on my list, excuse me, would be the X9's Gay-Vault. Is that how you say it?
We don't speak Jerry.
Did we get it right? Give vault. But this thing is a beautiful rendition of Blitzwing. The transformation is out of this world. He's everything that Blitzwing should be, and he's just another beautiful figure to put in the collection. So he's definitely put DX9 on the map for me. And comes in as my number 2 pick. And I'll have to say that my number 1 pick overall for this year would have to be Takara's Titan Returns Fortress Maximus. I didn't have a Fortress Maximus before this, so he'll be my first. And I think he is another really good-looking figure. Tight joints. I love the Takara version. Head on. I can't get enough of that. So he's going to come in as my top pick for this year. And with some honorable mentions, I want to give an honorable mention to the Power Master, quotes, unquote, Power Master Optimus Prime.
Or Super Genrai.
What's that?
Or Super Genrai.
Or Super Genrai.
But he has club feet.
He kind of points out the problem I have with Titan Returns, though, is they started out with a line of headmasters that had headmasters, but then issued some target masters that didn't have target masters, or power masters that didn't have power masters. They all had headmasters. So whatever, I'll give them that, but it's still a good figure. So I'm going to go ahead and give PM Prime an honorable mention. And I'm done.
I think that's everybody.
For our next category, how about the favorite toy that you picked up in 2016 that was from another year?
I'll go and start first because I'm evil like that. Mine is going to be Mastermind Creations Hexadron. Holy crap! I never realized how good this figure was until I actually owned one. He weighs it. He has a lot of weight to him. Super well built. Just a really great figure. I mean, and he can do the superhero pose like nothing. And I'm done.
Okay. So my favorite toy that I got this year that was released previously was the Sideshow 6-scale Harley Quinn figure, which is very evocative of the original styling of Harley Quinn. Just a little bit more... I guess a little bit more roughed up. They kept the designs for the most part, but there's a little bit more here. Like she had this corset design that came with it, and of course she came with a couple of extra weapons. But man, the sideshow toys look really cool when you're dealing with comic book characters going on to a toy. As opposed to like a Hot Toys, which says, "Hey, let's do the movie design and look like real people." But yeah, I passed it up when it first came out, and I was kind of dumb for that, and I was able to find it for a pretty good price early this past year. So I jumped on it, and I'm very happy. And that is my fave for the year.
Daddy's little monster. How about you, Maz? What's up?
I think my pick for this would be the SH Figuarts Kamen Rider Skull and his bike, the Skull Boiler. These went for kind of crazy prices when they were first released, but I got a good deal on Anime Export on Skull. He's not as impressive articulation-wise as some newer figure arts, but he still looks great on a shelf. He has a red, black, and silver color scheme, which anything colored that always wins for me. And he's got a bitchin' hat and scarf.
All right, Counterpunch. What's your favorite toy from another year that you picked up this year? Earth to Counterpunch.
Jay, you're up.
Did we lose CP?
He's on mute.
He's on mute. Oh, he's smoking right now.
Well, while we're waiting on him to finish smoking the ball, I'll go. I'm not 100% positive if this was a 2015 or an early 16 release, but I'm going with Master Made's Chibi / Super Deformed Triptychon, or their Diablo Rex.
2015.
Was it 15?
Yes.
Okay, I thought it was. I couldn't really, and I just didn't really care enough to go look it up. But really fun little toy, heavy. Like that dude, like that's Exhibit A in the murder trial of where it kills people. Like is going to leave it dead. Does all 3 modes great. Has, if I remember right, like 12 guns that can all be put on in like 25 different ways. That's ridiculous. Great head sculpt. I mean, the figure overall is just awesome. I've been meaning to look into their Metroplex and Omega Supreme now that he's out. So at the very least, I think I'm going to do Omega Supreme because just based on how much I like Diablos Rex.
Yeah, good pick.
Yeah.
I like both of those guys.
Does anybody else have Diablos or any of the others?
No, but I regret it because now you can't find it for what he was at retail.
Yeah, he's big.
I have the Metroplex, and that was really good. And then I just hadn't made time to get any of the newer releases. And yeah, I hear you, Soundwave. Like, you know, they jump off the regular shops we go to, and then they're kind of priced out. Now, if you do a little searching on eBay, you can find some good sellers that still have them, and they're pretty much regular price. So just kind of, you know, don't lose hope. It's there because I also want to get Diablos Rex pretty soon, and I think the last time I looked for it, it was around going price. Now, just remember, it was a little bit higher than the Metroplex one, so. You know, I think we're still good.
With searching, you'll be able to find one for sure. I just think they're really cool. I agree. That's a good pick for this list. I especially like they come with those little deformed figures. Doesn't the Triptychon come in the Megatron and the Mega Supreme come with the Ultra Magnus?
You know, the little Megatron, he's cool, but his shoulder joint. So if you rotate the arm like in a high five position or whatever, the entire shoulder drops. So I don't know. It just if you just stand in there, it's fine. But if you try to do any kind of positioning, it just looks weird.
Huh. Okay.
I think they're all right, but I found if you have the Kids Logic little figures, those work better with them. The Ultra Magnus comes with Metroplex, by the way.
Oh, that's right.
Well,
but I think it comes with Optimus.
Yeah, probably. But either way, that's such a small reason to get these guys.
It's an added bonus to me. But like I said, I think if you have some of those Kids Logic smaller figures, those work really good with them.
Well, cool. That was a good pick. My pick for this year, my favorite toy that I got this year that wasn't made this year, would be my G1 Overlord by far. That I picked up at the Transformers Convention in Chicago a couple months ago.
Nice.
I had a feeling you were going to pick that one.
Yep. Yeah, favorite one in my collection. So I've got a gun for him now.
Nice.
So that's my one accessory I've got so far since I bought him. So another 2 or 3 years, and we'll finish them off. So
you were looking at you were going to pick up my extra.
The fun part about it is when you complete it, it's like you achieved a goal, you know?
Right. Yeah, and I had talked. Was it you, Bran, that had the extra Power Master?
Yeah, I completely forgot about that.
Yeah. Yeah, we might still do that. Right now it's Christmas, and I'm kind of broke. So.
Who is it?
So far, the gun. I think he has a Giga.
The black one, I think, kind of extra.
Yeah, I don't remember which one that is, but I don't have either, so it doesn't really matter.
But yeah, as you collect more pieces, it can be your favorite toy from history. Again, again and again.
He could be. He could be known for my G1 Overlord project.
That's the gift that keeps giving.
It is.
All I'm missing
Every
on
time-
mine is the
Well,
little-
yeah. Every time you get a new piece for it, you put it on him, and then you take another look at him with new eyes almost. So it is. It's kind of like the gift that keeps on giving.
That's an awesome choice.
Most of the for Counterpunch.
No, I'm here. Sorry.
Okay,
all is finished.
let's go choose your favorite from the two. You can choose Mattel.
Oh, come on. I can't. No, I seriously can't. I opened these both. Like, come on. You got to give me that. Because I
Okay,
opened
he
both, I
opened
can
them,
give
so
it
he
to you.
gets.
He totally gets it.
Yeah, he gets it.
So, well, my say in this is it's CP, so it should be obvious what the choice is.
Yeah, well, that's why it's one. Because the other one, okay, I'll start with the first one, and then I'll do the obvious one. So,
Looking at him.
so my first one is it's either what is it, 99 or 2000, Robots in Disguise, Rail Racer the set, and I got it with all the boxes, and I actually opened them all up. It's a great set. I've wanted that since I was a kid, watching that show on Fox Kids, and I never saw it in Canada. I had Ruination, I had the Autobot Brothers, I had the Build Team, I had the Predacons, right? Like I had them all, but never got this set. And I was really disappointed when I was a kid. So this is the first time I've ever seen it, ever. And I just jumped on it.
So, in a sense, it's your holy grail, right, Jake?
Yeah, for sure. Like, I haven't even set it up in my collection. I'm just kind of sitting at my girlfriend's place. But I'm excited to put it out. I have no other RID figures anymore. I've given them away. So, but yeah, I was really excited to get this. I got this actually like a few weeks ago. Great trade. Traded a Platinum Ultra Magnus for the set. So,
Wow.
really happy with that. And then, okay, so my second obvious one is the 2010 Transformers Collector Club Punch Counterpunch. Obviously, it's a great figure. I love it. It is now back in its box, displayed.
I like the McDonald's and the 6-pack of beer behind it.
I got that back in March. Actually, my girlfriend bought it for our second-year anniversary.
The McDonald's is still good.
Oh yeah, treated myself to McDonald's. I think it was after
Just
day-
warm it
after
up.
work.
It'll be fine.
Hey,
McDonald's is going to
you can't call yourself a true collector unless you have the transforming McDonald's toys from the 80s.
I have a couple of those.
I've got
Those were cool.
I got the hamburger, and
I think everybody I've ever met has had a hamburger. I've seen that at every house I've ever gone to in my entire life, ever.
I don't have it.
Even if they didn't have kids.
Actually, you know what I just picked up for helping a guy price out some stuff? He gave me a whole bunch of the McDonald's Beast Wars. So I've got like the Dinobot, I've got the Shark or the Manta Ray, I've got Tarantulas and Scorponok. I got a few others. Beast Machines, Tankor.
Nice.
Yeah, those were always cool. I love those as a kid too. What?
Under 3, the block that folded in half because it was the only one approved for 3 and under kids.
No, I don't even know what you're talking about.
That's what was it was in BotCon this year, wasn't it? I think it was called Unit 3. Yeah, it was a remake of him, only into a regular Transformer. He was odd. Yeah, I'll try to find a picture of him.
Yeah, I'd like to take a look at that.
Yeah, it looks fun. Tiafwiki. It's a fun read.
Yep.
But yeah, honestly, I couldn't choose between the two. I can't. They both were things that I really, really wanted for a really long time.
Can I start? All right. So my favorite line of 2016 is Takara Masterpiece. And what they've done this year is they've actually given us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 unique molds. They've gone to a pretty regular schedule of releases. They're getting more of the G1 bots out there, which is cool. Finally, after 10 years or so, we're getting cone heads, even though they're they're only coming from Takara Tomy Mall, and we got to pay more for them, which is bad. But They're at least coming out. Generally speaking, the regular releases come packed with accessories. You can either keep them in the box or, recreate like this one scene, this one episode that you may or may not remember, but you get a whole lot of cool stuff with those, so that adds the value of picking up the figure. Takara, giving you more masterpiece figures, unlike Hasbro, so that's really cool. They've been reissuing some of the older releases that some people hadn't picked up, and now that you have more figures coming out regularly, it's kind of cool for people who are now trying to jump in instead of having to pay like exorbitant aftermarket prices to get like a Soundwave or a Optimus Prime. They also give, some of those like hardcore collectors the chance to get obscure figures by repainting some of their main releases. So you got like a Clamp Down and the Loud Pedal, which the normal fan wouldn't normally associate with, watching cartoons or anything like that. It's like, hey, this is a neat little extra, and if you don't know them or you don't like them, you don't have to get them. That's really good. And
Delta Magnus.
Yeah, Delta Magnus. I mean, like I said, there's a lot of masterpiece this past year that's been really cool. And knowing what we know now, we can look forward to 2017, and I won't talk about that now, but it's good times. The only other thing I want to mention about Masterpiece 2 is, speaking of fringe and, hardcore collecting and all that, Evangelion Optimus Prime. What a just bizarre yet cool crossover concept, since I love Evangelion and I love Transformers. And I really want to see like a Starscream Sachiel crossover come to fruition one day. That'd be great.
I'm just gonna get the Wage. When I get the money, I'll get the Wage Young version probably next year sometime.
Yeah, I'm getting that one.
So that's my choice for line of the year 2016.
I'll go next. Mine's easy. Titans Return, Wave 3, and 6-Shot. Yes.
He's just all about 6-Shot.
You're easy.
I'm easy. That's my wife. Right, honey?
About to hear a bunch of cuss words. Like, you a high maintenance hole.
She gave me a mean look just now. Your compassion is overwhelming, Josh. Thank you.
I am the most compassionate motherfucker from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday.
When compassion is your living.
Yeah, I'll go next. I mean, it's easy. Titans. I mean, I was anticipating this line so much, and it pretty much has not failed to amaze and impress. So.
Titans.
Titans.
I'll go next, and I will say that I would say Titans, but they just disappointed me too much with the fact that everything's got to be a headmaster, and they couldn't incorporate target masters, god masters, things like that. So, boo. So, because of that, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go with MMC's reformatted line that I'm really looking forward to them continuing with their IDW inspired figures, especially anything in the Wreckers line. So
that hot rod, but the colors are ugly as sin.
Well, they're kind of dark, yeah, but I think they're right out of the IDW comic books, and I'm loving them.
Right, and there's also time for that particular figure. They could go back and tweak the colors a little bit, but man, Soundwave, that's a hell of a pick right there. Because if they would have released more figures this year, I know the plan was to, then that might have been my choice as well. But you know what? Next year, that's a huge contender if they put out half of what they said they're going to do.
Yep, I agree. I'm looking forward to it. So come on, MMC, show me what you got. Don't disappoint me. And if you like, you can send me 1 or 2 of your figures, and I'll review them for free. No charge. I won't charge you a dime to review your figures.
Free.
Yeah. You just private message us at toyboxawakens.com, mail.com, and I'll give you my shipping address.
Did someone just orgasm on the podcast just now?
I think they did. I think they did.
That was just imitation of breathing. That's all.
I'm sure the MMC reps won't mind.
Just not on the figure.
Get some exposure.
Just not on the figure. Or tanks.
After midnight with Necro. Dun dun dun.
I'm gonna jump on the bandwagon.
I don't think you do.
Hey, Puddin'.
I'm gonna jump on the bandwagon and say Titans too.
Boom.
No, man. Nope. That's all I bought this year. That's all I bought this year. In terms of 2016.
That sucks.
No, it doesn't. It's a good time.
Oh, there's such a big, beautiful third-party world out there for you, CP.
Nah.
Yeah. He says, nah.
Turns are awesome, dude.
It's like, oh, hold on a second. I just bought one figure. Oh, there goes like my entire paycheck.
Okay, true story.
You know, for something I'm not gonna open.
True story.
Dude, what if there was a third-party transformer that turned into an HVAC unit?
Oh, that'd be so cool. It's like a furnace,
A
a water heater.
That's a man who lives in Canada right there.
But you actually need it for your home. Would you take it out of the box?
Oh gosh. Yes.
And you get all dirty and dusty.
Nah, sorry.
It
needs to work.
And he's as rare as a in the box Leo Kaiser.
Yeah, but does this thing actually work?
Well, sure.
Let's say yes.
Oh, then there you go. Yeah, you gotta use it.
Okay.
See, this sounds
I'll
like
believe
a
you.
setup to one of those parts in Saw, where the little puppet comes out to Counterpunch like, I want to play a game. It's vacuum in it, and it's a transformer, and it comes in a box, and it works, and you need it. But you open the box and live your life. Oh, you choose.
I'm just like crying while I'm doing it.
There's a
I feel like my life is
You
in
hear
shambles.
what Jake's
It's like, you
doing
have to
because
open this.
everyone's laughing so hard. I can't even hear what he's saying. All I hear is everyone going, and I'm like, what are you guys laughing at?
We're laughing at Saw, and I bet there's some industrial music playing really loudly in the background too. So, you know. Live or die. Make the choice.
We have a mint and sealed box. Masterpiece Ultra Magnus in a room, locked room, and there's a razor blade above it. You have 30 seconds to stop that razor blade from opening the package.
Yeah, so I have to cut off my own hand so it doesn't open.
The Saw meets Transformers, really?
Do it.
No, you need to put the Transformer mint sealed AFA graded G1 Optimus Prime in a bear trap box with a timer on it, but you gotta kill your friend and get the key out of his intestine.
Yeah,
There
or
you
the
go.
razor blade comes down and opens it up.
Right.
Right.
Oh, that's awesome.
Good gosh.
Now I'm not sure if I want to hang out with any of you guys in real life.
Just don't let them anywhere near you.
I found a picture of under 3, by the way.
Yeah, and you added so many bullet points. Bullet.
I just want to try to separate it, you know. And I really wasn't trying to deal with all the formatting. So
That thing is an ugly, atrocious piece of
It is.
art.
it's an officially licensed transformer, though.
I mean, it's a suitcase that has a robot and pieces inside.
It's a dead robot. Folded in half.
You know, and it's just like, it's like, oh, hey, son, here's a lion head. When you open it up, it's like a robot inside. Wow, Dad, it's really cool. Can I play with it? Yeah. You can open and close it as many times as you want, but that's all you can do with it. But believe it or not, some kids at a young age, yeah, they're happy. Oh my gosh, look, a robot, close, open, close, open.
Yep.
But when you become an adult, you feel like I have totally abused my child and robbed them of great joy.
Well, for those nostalgic about under 3, there's Unit 3 in the 2016 bot concept.
Wow.
Okay, so that's
Yep.
a
It did.
McDonald's toy.
Yes.
Okay. And what? Were those? So that's. Oh, okay. Now I get what you mean by under 3.
What? I'm gonna
The
give it
thing
more.
is,
for
he didn't
babies.
have a name,
It
but
has
the
more.
package said under 3 because this toy was approved for kids under 3 because it didn't have parts they could choke on. So his name unofficially became under 3.
And he's got more paint apps than official Hasbro products.
Yes, he has more paint apps than Galvatron from Titan.
All right, how about something to look forward to in 2017?
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
B1.
I'll go first. I'm looking forward to Triptychon. One of the fans' toys, Omega Supreme, the Aegis Sentinel. That's what I'm looking forward to. I want some giants in my toy box.
I just want to see more than just a picture of his freaking leg. I mean, come on. I mean, what are they worried about? That a third-party company is going to come out with a 2-foot-tall Triptychon in the next 6 months?
That
Maybe.
was the sexiest leg I've seen since the major award in A Christmas Story.
Oh no, I'm not saying it wasn't.
Yeah, I just imagine Triptychon's leg peeking out from behind a red curtain, burlesque style, then shooting lasers through the ceiling, destroying all in its path.
Poking holes
Got some
through
lace
his
over the
stocking.
top.
Dollars will be thrown.
Yeah, same here. I mean, Triptychon. I mean, can't wait.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to be now on your guys' bandwagon. Mine's Overlord. Titans Return Overlord.
Yeah, that's gonna be cool too.
I agree.
And the best part is, it's introducing our larger scale leader class.
So
Is
it's
it?
gonna be bigger than the blaster and the Soundwave.
Yeah.
Leader
Nice.
Class Plus.
See the
Nice.
picture with Sky Shadow next to Titans Return 6-shot? He was over a head taller,
All right.
bigger, and I was like,
missed that image. I'll have to check it out.
So it's like 5% big.
That's awesome. I might open him.
you will open
You don't
him.
have to buy 2 of them.
That's not a problem for me.
Guys. All right,
Yeah,
guys.
Tim,
I'm just
once you get like 10, just send me one.
all right. So,
Sure, no problem.
I kind of thought about buying another Darth Vader Star Wars Transformer.
I think I might have one you
we
can
have
have.
an anticipated 27 toy.
Really? I'll take it from you, Peter.
I have a bunch of Star Wars Transformers. They're all in different bins. I'd have to find them. I think I have a Darth Vader.
The Darth Vader Star Wars Death Star.
Yes, talk to me later. I definitely
Yeah, I'll
will.
let you know.
Sweet. Maybe they might do a Gigastorm paint of him.
Or you could do that. when you get
the only
off.
thing they can remold it is this little panel that flips up and give him like the dinosaur-looking head, or more spiky.
Yes, I'm looking forward to Masterpiece Megatron, which is something that a lot of fans have been very vocal about for the past few years, ever since they've rebooted the Masterpiece line. And we've already seen, like finished products of him in various magazines and all the little add-ons he's going to come with. He looks really damn good. So, that's going to be my most anticipated Transformer toy. My most anticipated non-Transformer toy is going to be Hot Toys Suicide Squad Harley Quinn, which will be just like having a foot-tall Margot Robbie all to myself. So that's going to be fun and not safe for work.
We don't want to see the review video of that.
Swivel here, swivel there.
Well, Maz, I'll give you my Patreon link so you can pay to see my review. I want to make money too. Oh. But those are my 2 faves. So
Hey, make sure you do the review in a Batman mask.
Oh man.
And
Oh,
the
no.
voice.
Look, I already have the Saw puppet mask, so I might as well just do that instead and have that cool voice.
Really? That's gonna be fucking hilarious.
Do you want to do a review?
Yes. Okay. So next.
I think that's it.
No, I got mine. Yes.
That's a bias view, but I agree. I mean, I'll have to get Triptychon because I like my big bots. but I really want
I like big butts and you cannot lie.
Scorponok, so I can
other cons
torture
can't deny.
turn Hot Rod to death.
I'm surprised no one said Broadside. Really, like I'm really excited for him. Like I know
Broadsides. He's
the
on
one
one.
mode isn't that great, but man, that
You don't
carrier
count.
mode looks so cool.
I have Vans Project Assaulter on my record shelf, and that's more than good enough for me.
Yeah, same here. I agree with Maz. Since I have that one, I don't really have a desire for this. Although if I didn't have it, yes, I would be totally looking forward to it.
Well, I have Vans Project Broadside, and I'm totally looking forward to Hasbro. And I
You're
have
just a different breed.
Thank you,
Broadside.
thank you, Bran.
Tell him.
And obviously Top Spin, because then there'll be Twin Twist.
Oh,
That'd be cool.
That would be
That'd
cool.
be damn cool. This sounds like a job for Wei Jang.
I was about to say that.
I don't know. I might get that Voyager RC. You never know. I'm surprised they picked a mold with the crappy hands, not the TFC exclusive ones that can actually hold the weapon. So you
it's
can
a
remove her
model.
backpack now. Huh? And she's got die cast.
Tell me when they put silicon in her, and then we'll talk.
Oh my god!
Oh boy.
Okay, Trump.
Hey, the record, Mass Brand Create. I would have bought that Strika if Strike had missile boobs. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. It's missed opportunity.
Oh, same thing with Carnifex. Missed opportunity with the Power Masters.
Big time.
There is a survey regarding if people are interested in a kit for Power Masters for Carnifex.
Of course they are.
Okay, maybe it wasn't a missed opportunity.
Milk.
Well,
Maybe everything was exactly as planned.
until they release that kit, then it is a missed opportunity. But I've heard of that as well, but there really hasn't been anything new on that, not that I'm aware of. So, and just so y'all know, because of course, Carnifex was one of the top toys this year. I did order one finally. He is currently sitting somewhere in the northern United States under a snowstorm. So maybe I get him by Christmas. Maybe he becomes the 2017 best toy I got from a previous year. It all depends on snow.
It all depends on snow.
We made it.
Wow,
We
we
made
made
it.
it. To another year.
You know how to try to drink to forget about it all.
I drink every episode.
Dicks out for Harambe. Dicks out.
I should drink
Now
every
to have
episode.
a sparkling, delicious cranberry Sprite. That's a man's drink.
That'd be funny. We should do one smash. That'd be
Last time I was
dope.
drunk, I tried to throw Hadoukens.
We would probably ramble on for 3 hours, and Maz would forget to record any of it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I remember last podcast we had some good stuff going, and I asked Matt, hey, still recording? Nope, I already cut it.
Yes, I have good primary issues.
And we're back.
It looks like it's working today. We'll find out.
That's something we can look forward to.
Woo. This is probably the first full podcast we've had in a long time.
Yes, since before the election.
Oh dear God.
Oh, let's not talk about it. Hey, stop living in the past, man. 2017.
Let's not end the podcast on a sour note.
Yeah. Happy holidays, everybody. The world is gonna end soon.
Yay.
From
2017, the year Vault Tech comes into business.
Merry Christmas from Vault Tech. That's funny. All right, guys. Well, I had a good time.
Yeah, me too.
I'm gonna go sign up for my
Here's their Merry Christmas.
Laters, guys.
Happy New Year as well.
Here's wishing that our listeners have a good end of 2016. Hope y'all got some cool gifts, and hope 2017 is a good year for y'all. Thanks for listening to us.
And remember, you can always give your feedback input at toyboxawakens@gmail.com. Please
God
give us.
knows we need it.
Yes, we do. We need your input.
You just saw how
Input.
did this, didn't you?
Whether good or bad,
suck.
we take it all because we're
You suck.
men.
You saw how bad it was. You just heard how bad it was. Please give your input. We need your criticisms. We need to know how we can make this show worse.
And I need your permission to know if I can make this not safe for work or not. So please tell us now.
Nope.
Too much cussing, not enough cussing, not enough silicone robot boobs. Too much silicone robot boobs.
Nudity and illicit,
Not enough making fun
just
of me,
alcohol.
Timotheus
Lots of
Prime,
alcohol.
or making too much fun of Timotheus Prime.
Just let us know at toyboxawakens@gmail.com.